Rex's barking echoed through the airport. Mark immediately stopped. Something was wrong. Rex had never barked with such intensity. His eyes were locked on a woman ahead who seemed visibly uncomfortable. She stepped back, her hand subtly reaching for her gun. Her eyes darted nervously. Something wasn't right. Rex wasn't backing down. He growled low, muscles tensed, eyes fixed on her like she was hiding something dangerous. Mark exchanged a look with the other security agents around. Rex wasn't acting impulsively. He was trained to detect threats, drugs, explosives. But this was different. What was Rex sensing? Mark narrowed his eyes, studying the woman. She didn't seem like a threat. But why was Rex so agitated? Was she hiding something? What did Rex know that no one else did? "Ma'am, we need to ask you a few questions," Mark said firmly. Her face went pale. "I don't understand. I haven't done anything wrong," she said, her voice trembling. Panic was starting to creep in. Passers-by began to whisper, glancing between her and Rex. Some looked suspicious, others more concerned. Mark hesitated for a moment. Was this a misunderstanding? Or was Rex detecting something no one else could see? He trusted his partner's instincts. "We need to take her in for further screening," Mark decided. Whatever was happening, they needed answers fast. Two uniformed officers gently escorted the woman toward a private screening room. Her hands trembled, and her breath was shallow. She seemed on the edge of panic. Rex, still agitated, was barking louder, his focus unshaken. Something was wrong. Mark could feel it. Inside the screening room, the woman seemed even more nervous, her hands shaking, her body visibly uncomfortable. Was this a setup? Or was something real about to happen? She was asked if she had any medical conditions. "No, I'm 7 months pregnant. That's all," she responded, her voice cracking. What was she hiding? Why was the fear so evident in her eyes? Mark was on edge. Rex never lied. He felt something that no one else could see. Suddenly, the woman gasped and clutched her stomach. What was happening? She wasn't just in pain. Something else was wrong. Rex barked louder, scratching the door with urgency, as if something serious was about to happen. Mark realized time was running out. "Get medical assistance now!" Mark shouted at one of the officers. The woman's legs gave way and she collapsed into a chair, trembling violently. Fear was all over her face, but there was something else too. Rex's urgency was now palpable. He knew something. The officer who had been searching her bag stepped back, momentarily frozen. "Is she going into labor?" he muttered, eyes wide with uncertainty. The woman shook her head violently. "No, no, it's too early!" she gasped, wincing in pain as another sharp cramp hit her. "Please help me!" A paramedic team rushed in, pushing through security. The lead medic knelt beside her. "Ma'am, stay with me. We need to get you to a hospital immediately." Mark's heart pounded. This wasn't just about security anymore. It was about saving 2 lives. The paramedics worked quickly, checking the woman's vitals as she groaned in pain. Her pulse was erratic. "We need to move now," one of them murmured, preparing to transport her. Rex suddenly lunged forward, sniffing the air with renewed intensity. His ears flattened, and he let out a low growl. Something was still wrong. One of the paramedics noticed something strange. "Wait," he said, narrowing his eyes. He carefully pressed his hand against the woman's abdomen, feeling for movement. A moment later, he froze. "This isn't just early labor. Something else is happening here." Her breathing became ragged, and tears slipped down her cheeks. "I don't know what's wrong," she whispered, her voice breaking. "Please, just help my baby." Mark clenched his fists. Rex had sensed danger before anyone else. But what had he detected? The answer came with chilling clarity. One of the paramedics turned to Mark, his face grim. "There's an internal rupture. If we don't get her into surgery now, both she and the baby won't make it." Mark's blood ran cold. Rex hadn't been wrong. He had been trying to save their lives. The airport erupted into chaos as the paramedics rushed the woman toward the ambulance. Mark and Rex ran alongside them, weaving through stunned passengers. Every second counted. Rex, normally calm and composed, now whined anxiously, his eyes never leaving the woman. It was as if he understood the gravity of the situation. Mark felt a lump in his throat. If it hadn't been for Rex, they never would have known something was wrong in time. As the paramedics lifted her into the ambulance, the woman turned her head slightly. "Thank you," she whispered, looking directly at Rex. The German shepherd let out a low, comforting whimper, his body tense with anticipation. Mark gave him a reassuring pat. "You did good, buddy," he murmured.